Welcome back to Politics Enhanced. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And today we're going to talk about the Senate election. We're going to do a prediction. And this time around, I'm going to fill in the margins of each state, what I think they'll go by. So we're going to start with the Democrat states that will go by over 10 points to the Democrat candidates. We have New York. New Mexico, I think, will be likely, but we have Hawaii. Minnesota is a weird state, but they're going pretty blue. Maine. And then we have the Republican states, North Dakota, Nebraska, Wyoming, Utah, the Deep South, Florida, Indiana, Texas will be likely. And as you can see, now we have 9 states left. These are the 9 states that will decide what party really gains the balance of power in the Senate. And as you can see, Republicans just need to win one more Senate seat if they're going to have a majority in the Senate. But without further ado, we're going to start with the state of Virginia. And Virginia is an interesting state because although it's been getting closer at the presidential level, I do believe this time around it'll be lean Democrat. Probably Tim Kaine hangs on by about 3 to 4 percentage points, even though Hunkout is a really good candidate. But since it's an election year, it will be closer than in years past. Next, we have West Virginia, which is the complete opposite. Democrats have given up fundraising in this state, especially after Manchin dropped out. They know they're not going to win this state and that it's trended very far to the right. And Republicans, as you can see, already have 50 Senate seats. So now we're going to talk about the state of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is a great state. It's a big swing state in this upcoming election. And as of right now, Bob Casey leads McCormick in the polls by about 7 points. Last time around, he won by a decent margin, I think over 10 points. And I do believe it will be closer this time around. And it'll probably be a 5 to 6 point win for Bob Casey. Next, in neighboring Ohio, Sherrod Brown, who's the incumbent senator there, he got very lucky in 2012 and 2018. Which were Democrat favorable years. However, Bernie Moreno, I believe, wins by a margin of less than 3%. The polls out of Ohio are very spotty, and even though it shows the Democrats leading in Ohio, polls have always been very sketchy coming out of that state, and especially in the last 8 years, Ohio's really trended very far right. So Sherrod Brown is going to be unseated there. In the state of Michigan, Republicans need to get their act there together. This is a very winnable Senate seat, and it seems like the nominee for the Democrats, Slotkin, could be defeated because she isn't a good candidate. She's not really likable. And if Republicans get their act together and you've got Donald Trump at the top of the ticket, he does very good in the Rust Belt, especially for a Republican. I do believe that they will take back Michigan, whoever the Republican nominee is, by less than 1%. It'll be one of the closest Senate races by far. However, in Wisconsin, I do believe Tammy Baldwin will win because she's an incumbent, and it'll probably be a 6-point win for her. She's liked in the state of Wisconsin. And as you can see, we've only got 3 states left, and we're going to start with Montana. So Tim Sheehy will definitely win and unseat Jon Tester. I believe he wins by about 3 to 4 percentage points. It'll be a lean margin, and Montana's shifted so far to the right Republican. You could have considered it a swing state probably 25 years ago, but times are different now, and Montana is ruby red, as some would say. And that leaves us with Nevada and Arizona. So with the state of Nevada, Jackie Rosen isn't too popular, and Sam Brown has lots of support amongst a united Republican Party. Therefore, he probably wins by about 1 to 1.5 percentage points. And guys, remember, we almost won Nevada back in 2022 at a Senate level. The only thing that stopped us was the snowstorm in, I think, the Reno, Tahoe area that caused voters to stay home, and it barely went to the Democrats. So get out and vote in Nevada. But now we have one last state, the state of Arizona. And this is an interesting state. It's trended to the left. However, it does still trend to the right of the country, even though it's become more liberal in recent years. And with Arizona, Kari Lake might be too polarizing for the state. I hate to say that, but as I said in my last prediction, I said that if it was Kari Lake, we would have a harder time winning Arizona, and I'm sticking to that. Although I agree with a lot of what Kari Lake has to say, and I think she's a wonderful politician, unfortunately, I do think that the Democrats will barely win Arizona's Senate, probably by less than 1%. And I really hope I'm wrong with that, but with all the elections that Kari Lake has run, and she just barely seems to miss it by less than 1% each time around. So I'm saying Arizona barely goes to the Democrats. And I really hate to say that. I hope I'm wrong. But as you can see, the Republicans do take back the Senate, and it needs to be rhino-proof so that when Trump gets back into office, he can get to work with a Senate that's willing to work with him. So this is my updated prediction, and thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.